Ребятки, ребятули. О, блин. Сейчас тут все настрою, все поставлю, как говорится. Смотрю запуск своей трансляции. Вот так сделаем. Я хочу... Вот так. Увеличим скорость мыши немножечко. Ну чё, нас понизили, да? Выкинули нас из отделов нравов. Ну, ничего. А, ладно.
Is this your attorney? No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir? You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir? Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Короче, он будет врать.
That's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this.
Сразу будем, что врет, и все.
Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. And none of us were. We just followed your orders.
Да, конечно. Привет.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So Eddie McGoldrick took his cut and bought the 111 Club.
I don't know what Eddie is.
Ну и все.
Finished, detective?
Да, мы закончили.
Just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care.
Господи, что за мудаки под окнами катаются?
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Nичего не предлагаю.
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, folks. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
Обидно, конечно, но ничего страшного.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting. What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery.
Ну и ладно.
Criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children.
Ну, что бывает.
Flirting with the enemy,
Бывает.
a dope fiend
Что
at that.
поделать.
You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity.
Раз понравилась немка, ну что поделать.
Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Да иди ты в жопу. Я еще вернусь за своим жетоном и пистолетом. Да-да. Отдавай мой чемодан. Ничего не объясняй. Просто забирай и уходи.
Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
Да, конечно.
I'd like to explain, Maria. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand
Гребаные репортеры. Чё они вообще присобачились? Бля, это мой напарник меня подставил. Отвечаю. Да-да, беги. Даже вещи свои не стал брать. В принципе, они за всю игру-то мне не пригодились. Как всегда, в одном и том же костюме хожу. Балкончик прикольный. Пианино. Хоть бы диалог бы показали. Хоть бы что-то. Просто смотрю и ни хрена не понимаю. Да, на троечку. На 3-3-3. Да, Феликса, блин, хрен. Сломаешь. Газовщик. The Gasman. Это типа счетчик?
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like poking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground.
Да не сэ, все дела раскрою. Как нихер делать.
We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps, can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs.
Ты
Social
работаешь.
basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long then. Start with
Логично.
house fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here.
Герарахир.
Get out!
Блин, у меня теперь хотя бы костюм покруче. Хоть меня и понизили, зато костюм поинтереснее. Да, участок, конечно, мое почтение. Какое-то захолустье. И чё, мне на этом ездить? Погнали, шо.
How long have you been working arson? We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hot shot? Need a buddy? Look somewhere else.
Да хрен с тобой, чувак. Мне знакомства не нужны.
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero, walking into the station with a chest.
Вот и поговорили. Пожар в доме Стефенса. 9:01 АМ. И это все?
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of
Танцы были на острове
competition.
Каталина, выиграли поездку в какой-то лотерее. Похоже, им первый раз в жизни повезло, а тут такое.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
You don't have any insurance.
Страховки у них нет, все их имущество, включая в этот дом, уничтожено. Это грустно.
In the car. Look at all
В машине
the
хорошо
water
еще не
down.
сгорел весь
Word is they're
квартал.
bulldozing this whole
По слухам,
neighborhood,
застройщики
building
сносят все
homes
дома
for
в районе,
guys.
чтобы построить жилье для
That's the
ветеранов.
man in the house.
Он там,
In
на
the
пепелище,
ruins.
хозяин дома.
Teary lady's his wife.
Плачущая
Look around.
женщина, его жена. Сейчас посмотрим, что к чему. Идем в толп. Сразу. Обойдем? А тут и обходить мне нечего. Да? Писец, разруха. Подсвечник. Ну да, я тоже не думаю. Сейчас зайду, смотрю. Прикольно. Горшочек. Не, прикольно смотрится. AirPods, скорее всего, да. Кафе.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Так. Ботинок.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Мне кажется, придется их всех расспрашивать.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word? Don Steffens. You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Туристическое агентство Гулливер Тревелс. Пункт назначения остров Каталина. Дата отправления 19 сентября 18:00. Выдано 18 сентября 1947. Это просто формальность, но нам даже придется побеседовать с вашим турагентом.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Ни хера он не врет.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I
Никогда
ever
ничего не
won.
выигрывали. Угу.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their
Покупают
money
тут
and most of the
участки.
neighborhood
Почти
just
все мои
packed up
соседи
and
уже
walked away.
продали свою землю и уехали.
But
А
I
я с
never
фондом
bargained.
переговоров не вел. Молодец.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
Блять, сомнения, да?
Dirty cop from the newspaper. Another cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead.
Вот что надо было. Так, инстахол, журнал обслуживания, дата исполнитель. Их надо, последнего надо расспросить.
Recently serviced. Could be something
Это уже
to go on.
кое-что.
Damn. This kind of thing breaks your heart. But we've done all we can do here.
Так, надо позвонить и поехать уже отсюда нахрен.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
All right. Make the call and see if these suburban assholes have an address.
Ну, в принципе, да. Надо просто позвонить, поехать на следующий участок. И посмотреть такой же этот щиток.
Goddamn Harry thinks he
Phelps,
can get
badge
fresh
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I don't need this. I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking.
Угу.
The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them.
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
Потом поедем. Но нам надо дом другой еще рассмотреть. А, ну это просто разрушено. Ну что, значит, в машину и к следующему дому?
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Давай, вези меня.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Так, пожар в доме Сойеров.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole
Да,
Phelps.
ну и дела.
You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters and lunch to go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Val,
Да, это пипец.
you gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete now before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Блять, самый положительный персонаж из всей игры. Блять, даже машина сгорела. Лайн? Нет, это всего лишь вентилятор. А часы? А, это так называется?
Not much help.
Мимо вентилятора я уже ходил.
It's a damn shame, but there's not much else I can tell you.
You want a fire put out? I can help. Catching crooks? You need to do yourself.
Угу.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Регулятор давления.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Сейчас догоним. Да. Стоп, в смысле? В каком плане? Догнал. А, все, я все прочитал, поэтому я понял. Да, это знакомо.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them was
Это да.
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Угу.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't
Всё
leave much
докажешь.
evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
There are house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna
Так
make
иди
this
в жопу, блядь.
I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Не, не слышал.
She grew into this mad star with a silver foot. Never was any trouble, but she started some soon. With a red silk stocking and a green perfume.
Unit 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, Unit
Не, я не поеду. Это может не нет, это может трансляция шалит. Камон! Еще сделать еще, повторить? Думаю, не стоит. Да, ехать далековато. Так, турагентство Гулливер's Travel. Заходим, заходим, не стесняемся.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham, can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company. Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate. Do you mind if I take a look at that? The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Блять, я не помню их в ту фамилию. Галагины.
Here they are, Stephens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So you don't believe that it's suspicious that a guy who doesn't want to sell his house wins some holiday tickets, and while he's away, his home burns down?
To me, it just sounds like really bad luck. It's not like everyone who wins a prize gets their house set on fire, officer.
А я скажу.
I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. We do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
You're lying, Cunningham. There's some kind of racket going on here, and you're in on it.
And you have a screw loose, Buster. I'm involved in a conspiracy for a $20 family ticket to Catalina? How are you going to prove that? You should go have a drink. Or lie down or something. Get your mouth under control.
Иди в
We're
жопу.
looking at this thing further, Cunningham. I hope it's all above board. Otherwise, we'll be back. And it won't be pleasant.
You can't strong-arm me.
He can, but I can.
Can you drive to this one?
So where do you want to go? Let me get
Херово я расспрашиваю.
check out the
Что
suburban
поделать?
address.
Great partners must think alike.
Очень плохо. Стройплощадка. Elysian Field.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Так, идем в пожарное депо. Сейчас подойду.
ATI Radio reminds you to immunize your child today, only with your...
We came as soon as we could.
I don't need this. I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure. I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Так, пожарный участок, да?
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Угу. Regional Барли.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
The gas
Нет.
bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Стоп. Это посередине.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Так и поступим. Поедем туда.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
You're behind the wheel.
Case in the paper.
All right.
That's the cop.
Where to?
There's an everything like that.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Да нет никаких оснований. Завод InstaHeat.
Well, this day was a total waste of makeup.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Keep talking. Someday you'll say something intelligent.
By his wife after being caught in an illicit affair with a German drug addict. The LAPD issued a statement saying that Detective Phelps has let down not just his family, but also the department and people he swore.
Тут дело не сюда. Стоп.
Anyway, that's the cop who caught the guy.
Стоп.
That's the swine. Look at him.
I
Новая усовершенствованная модель. Такие штуки будут продаваться как горячие пирожки.
I'm gonna sock the hell out of you.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Ага.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
How many guys know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Ё, ну хорош.
These diaphragms prone to failure.
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Ёпс тудей. Ну хорош.
I'll get it for you.
Блять, обидно, пиздец. Не угадываю.
There. Around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Hey, buddy, you dropped something?
This is a long shot. We are not gonna rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
What the hell?
Где телефон?
What is America gonna understand? It's not about
Вот
giving,
телефон.
it's about giving.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Three blondes
Putting you
walk
through
into a
now.
bar. You think one of them would have seen it?
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned out a
Okay.
house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
How bad is it?
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
I'm gonna sock the hell out of you.
Here, Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Нет, это херня.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Мэтью Райан.
Don't think this is anything.
Закон и власть.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Мы все посмотрели. От начала до конца.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
О,
Our company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Farley has a problem with bugs.
нет, 3.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Варли начнем. Конечно же. В феврале.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going? Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Не надо говорить, что я не успел.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Farley. You can't keep running forever.
Но это не он. Значит, промахнулся.
Run all the way from Michigan, Reginald? How dare you.
Блять, это не он. Сука, минус дом. Хорошо.
Why did you run from us, Farley? I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Farley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're guessing.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
А можешь загрузить? Это не он.
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to? LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
You have a real viper's nest that insta-heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that. Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
Clemens, for someone with your record, I would expect a little more cooperation. You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Надо успеть. Неужели он поджег дом? Это ж будет пипец. Это ж будет пипец.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson Squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said, son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards.
crashing through. The damage is only cosmetic. He's a one-man wrecking ball. Move in. I'll take out the mayor.
Как так-то? Какой ты от меня, блядь, уйдешь?
He's going to kill those men. They'll get out of the way. Only if they hear him coming. Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Хуй я, блядь, его до 100 догоню.
And he's losing us, Cole. Some partner I got.
Блядь, машину-то догнать.
It's no good. We need to get closer. Jesus, what is he doing? Tramp! Oh, Jesus! Hands behind your head.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Надо дом-то проверить. Правильно, закрыть и увезти.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's
You're
get to
behind
the
the wheel.
station and close this case.
He keeps telling me that I'm...
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Last chance, Ryan. You level with me or I'm sending you to the DA. A conviction for sedition and murder will do wonders for his re-election campaign.
Nice try. But I got nothing to lose.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that? Looks like you're the one who needs advice on how to do his job.
Ладно, он не виновен.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Tell me the truth, Ryan. It's the only chance you've got. You're getting some kind of kickback from the fund.
So I'm an agitator for change, but I take kickbacks. How does that make any sense? you're just a stooge. A brown shirt for your capitalist paymasters.
Опять мимо.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Do you think this lipstick's too light for my complexion?
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. I'd speak to Barley.
Sam's taking me out of Palm Springs for the weekend.
I think we bust in there and find the goddamn thing.
I got this good as again.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Barley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Barley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
Я тебя сломаю.
Yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Oh, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
Здравствуйте. Не, я этого не буду. Мне там раз не понравилось. Поэтому я, пожалуй, его нахуй засажу. Коммуняк.
Speak to my lawyer. I got nothing more to say.
А часть третий?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Reginald Varley,
I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Я хотел того обвинить.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Чего, блин? Ты чего? Чего, блин? Что за бред? Это полный бред. Я кроме него, чем ему, не мог никому выдвинуть обвинение. Полный бред. Пипец.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders, Sergeant. There's barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Блин, что за бред? Прогулка по Елисейским полям. Ну, пипец.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
I don't want no part. If Captain finds out, we're dead. Remember the dead lady they found under the train?
Такой пиздец.
Took some bar fight for murder.
Без нормальной зарядки, да, конечно, плохо.
You can drive.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, please?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
The new housing development is a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Короче, пипец. Надо было так дело застроить. О, наш знаком.
You guys got to see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Да нет.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Moved? I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt it, Dave.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
What are you doing?
Жесть.
Prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
Got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fire?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He's trying to redeem himself. Probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
You could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You're gonna find out what people dig.
В подвале ничего нету. Я уже видел такие же.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Так, надо отсюда выйти.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. Things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
You don't look like a fireman, Sergeant.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Понятно.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Ну, все понятно.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Generally speaking,
You weren't.
This is a secure area. You all need to leave.
Here's what I heard. That cop, the guy that did the out, covered it up.
Help me out.
Need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's about all I've got to say about it.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor. I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks. I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together. This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fire should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean. Everything will be erased. The world will
Ага,
be fresh.
понятно. Так, ладно,
I can
сейчас
see my
пойду.
purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Так. Угу. Реджинард Варли.
Looks like the same model.
Кого еще здесь можно просить?
Boondockers they ain't.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's all I've got to say about
А здесь никого нету. Больше некого спрашивать, блядь. Что за хуйня? Что мне делать?
Hey, I think I see a body.
I'm not a loss. More from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. What do you think?
Need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? This is the place.
This isn't what we're
Так, ладно.
doesn't look like anything.
Never the same, are they?
Да я их видел уже. И здесь уже был. Я не знаю, что делать. У меня такое ощущение, что игра заглючила. Угу. Да. Я не знаю, сейчас, наверное, закончу. Потому что я хз, что сделать.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Hose it down, Detective. The rest is up to you and the tech guys.
А спросить здесь больше некого.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere. Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Cops. It's gotta be something big, right?
My friends work for the Examiner. I'd love for you to see.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle with witness.
Смотрится, но это не армейские ботинки.
So what next?
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working.
Я не могу еще раз их допрашивать. Здесь только один сосед.
Some bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed his gun at me.
И все. Пойди в жопу. Вот, только один сосед. Он белым горит. Аллилуйя.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Kent says I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Наконец-то.
Any luck, Cole?
Couple of things. What did you pick up?
Hold a piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami.
Оригами.
Take a look.
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
Ага.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Понятно. Так. Короче. Я лучше потом эту миссию заново пройду. У меня уже спина офигела. Поэтому пойду лучше лягу. Спасибо, что пришла на трансляцию, мой самый верный зритель. Спасибо большое. На сегодня это все. Короче. Всем спасибо, всем пока. До скорых встреч.